If you want to pray for your husband or pray for your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever, you can pray for them at a distance and let God change their heart when you are not there to receive the beating. Okay?
I did relate.
Focus on me. We're back to our regularly scheduled program.
The wigs.
Mickey Mouse Club content. We like to see, telling you to subscribe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lady and this is odytv. Faith beyond faith.
My dream 6 years ago, he loved me. Well, it all changed 2 years ago. The Bible says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and wickedness in high places.
You see? You always do this, absolving him of his bad behavior and then blaming it on the devil.
We all go through things. We cry. We shiver and quiver. But you've got two choices. Bury yourself in these emotions.
We're in the middle of nowhere. What do you want me to do?
Call your bishop.
Host a pity party. Or like David. With your back against the wall, you can say, I will look up to the hills from whence cometh my help.
May is this woman who holds her faith and her love for God to the utmost level. Like, she loves God, she does everything. She goes to church, she prays, she does midnight prayer, she does fasting, she does all these things to her husband. She's an obedient wife. She doesn't talk back to her husband. You know, she's just a very good woman. Like, she's patient, she's kind, she's understanding, all these things. But she's she's married to this guy Gerald, and Gerald is very, very mean to her. Like, he's abusive towards her, verbally abusive, physically abusive, emotionally abusive self towards her. And but in all of this, even when it seems like God had turned her back on her, she never like denounced God or denounced her faith or something, even though there were some moments where she got angry. But that's not it. That was not the case here. The cast of the movie includes Chelsea Eze, Eddie Watson, Jennifer Uzoma. Okay, so let's dive into the movie scene. So first of all, right, the audio of this movie was very questionable. Now, I don't know whether because of I was using listening to the I was watching it at work, so I was using my earpiece to listen to watch the movie. So I don't know if that was a factor, a contributing factor. So the story of this movie was actually quite a captivating story, but throughout the whole movie, one thing kept ringing in my head: it is not by force. It is not by force to get married. It is not by force to stay in a marriage where you're being physically, emotionally, and verbally abused. It is not by force, all in the name of you love your husband, and all in the name of God is going to change your husband. Some people have died because of they kept on waiting for God to change their husband. If you are in a violent relationship, please leave that violent relationship today. If you want to pray for your husband or pray for your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever, you can pray for them at a distance. Okay, you can leave that house, leave their vicinity, and pray for them and let God change their heart when you are not there to receive the beating. Okay,
I did relate.
the acting was really, really good. Chelsea Eze deserves more accolades. Like, this movie was emotionally draining and it requires a lot of emotions from us, the viewers. So now imagine the amount of emotions that Chelsea Eze had to give in order to make this movie and bring this movie to life. Because, man, with the way she was crying in almost every scene, you cannot tell me that that lady did not walk off the set with a headache at least every single time. Because, man, that shit was giving me a cry for help tease. And Eddie Watson acting too was okay. I mean, there's a scene where he was crying and I was laughing. That really shouldn't have been the effect I was supposed to get from that scene, but alas, that was it. It was crying and I was laughing. I was like, no, I just couldn't take him seriously. So one thing I would say about this story, even though I said it, I don't know if I said it was a good story already, but one thing I will say to add to this story is that I feel like there is an element that shouldn't be had been in this movie, and it would have either been the violence she was facing from her husband, the abuse she was facing from her husband, or it should have either been the HIV storyline. They could have kind of like maybe made one of them the main plot line, even though I know that they made her husband being abusive towards her the main plot line. But I feel like the whole HIV thing, it wasn't really, I feel like they don't added it to make the movies longer, because this movie was long. There was no reason for this movie to be this long. It was 2 hours and 14 minutes long. So like I said, the movie is very, very emotionally draining. There were some points where I felt it, but the most part where I felt it was when the two sisters, the two guests, I don't know if they are twins because they kind of look alike, Pearl Agu and Ruby Agu, man, those girls, they can sing, die. I'm here to tell you today, if I could sing, hey Jesus, my intro to this video, to my YouTube video, to be me singing, their voices were beautiful. Like, I don't know why they did not just make them be the ones to sing the outro music, because man, it would have gelled perfectly. I got 2 lessons from this movie. The first lesson is Christians, like the church, are where some of the most biggest hypocrites are found. When May was going through her whole trials and tribulations, they literally abandoned her, except for the 2 choir sisters like that I said, and the Geo and the mommy Geo. Then another one is to kill people with kindness. Now, even though her husband was being mean to her, and her husband was like maltreating her and like cheating on her right in front of her, she still kept on being kind to him. A virtue that not a lot of people have. Definitely no, I do not have it. Because my guy, I would have snapped and crushed razor blade in your food. And another thing, I don't understand why when people are going through marital problems, usually when the woman knows that her husband beats her and is like abusive towards her, they always go to the pastor to tell them their things, and the pastor doesn't even codedly ask the man what's up. The pastor will outwardly say, your wife said you did this, your wife said you do that, forgetting that they will still end up going home with that same man. If you ask me, it does more harm than good, because after the man will come out in front of the pastor like, oh pastor, I'll never do it again, I'll never do this one, you are still going to go home with him. And my sister, do you know what he's going to do? He's going to bitch the fuck out of you. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why she did not pick up and leave that house. Do you know something that really vexed me? When Gerald was not finally apologizing to her, I don't know why he was doing it when she was sleeping. Because when he was doing all those mean things to her, she was wide awake. So you could do all those things to her wide awake. But when it was not time for you to apologize to her, you said, oh, your ego now like to do it, or you're too proud. You did it when I was awake. Apologize to me when I am wide awake. That his apology did not cut it at all. I did not like it was smelling. There's some points where I actually, not going like, I rolled my eyes because I was like, I don't understand how. Yes, you serve God. Yes, we all serve God. We all love God. But even God will tell you, my sister, up and leave. This man is going to kill you. Then because of, don't go and say, oh, my faith will change him. It doesn't work like that for everybody. You face the reality. Leave. Most of them are animals. They will not change. Some of them are doing it by themselves. It is not the devil. What would I blame? It is not. Devil will be sitting down in his place in hell, and you will just call him and start blaming him for shit that human beings are doing on their own free will. Y'all need to stop. Like they say, heaven helps those who help themselves. Okay, now see, it's trying to tell me that had it been this guy did not see the error of his ways when he locked her outside in the night and she kept on being nice to him, she would have stayed in that marriage for years and years and years and years, praying and fasting for this stupid man to change. Because of what? Okay, I'm getting heated. Anyway, you should definitely check out this movie. Chelsea is actually a very brilliant actress. You guys, I actually give her props in this movie. She still no cry past Kiro Silvanos, but she cried in this movie. Let me never lie. What's that rate this movie? I think I'll give this movie an 8/10. So that's my 2 cents on this film. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and comment and tell me what you think. Okay, bye.